What's up, man? It's your boy Gary with the Suns Fan TV. And now with the 25th pick, the Ravens select Tyler Linderbaum, center, Iowa. Now, Linderbaum apparently is a generational talent at center, one of the best centers in the draft. Honestly, the best center in the draft according to all the draft experts. Really high list on the Ravens board. But honestly, that's not the biggest thing with the Tyler Linderbaum pick. We got to talk about how we got here. The Ravens obviously drafted Kyle Hamilton at 14. That was the only first-round pick. So, how did the Ravens get 25? We trade Hollywood Brown to the Cardinals for pick number 23. Now, during the offseason, there was a lot of speculation about what was happening with Hollywood. He scrubbed all his social media, the Ravens stuff, Twitter, Instagram. You saw nothing to do with Ravens. You saw Oklahoma, him, Kyler Murray, which was interesting. We thought nothing of it. Kyler Murray had just scrubbed his account. Then he got back cool with the Cardinals, so nothing was there. It seemed to be a new athlete trend of maybe when you want a contract or you want to move, you scrub your social media, It's a way to send a message to the team that, right now I don't feel like I'm a part of that team. Okay, so then we get to the draft. We draft Kyle Hamilton, and then we get news that Hollywood has been traded. It was a real high-low situation for me as a Ravens fan because I feel like Hollywood gets a lot of a bad rap. Now he had some games last year where drops were an issue, but he was our most explosive talent wide receiver. He was our best talent wide receiver. Now we believe Rashad Bateman can get there, obviously, but Hollywood was the guy. So we traded him for the 23rd pick, which is good value. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about that. It's a good trade. The Ravens probably weren't going to pay Hollywood. They drafted Hollywood, what I believe might have been the 25th pick, 2018, and they get 3 years out and they get a first round pick back. So it's not terrible business, but it leaves our receiving room in a disarray. I mean, we got to be honest with it. Our receiving room is not good right now. Devin Duvernay, James Prochet, wide receiver 2 and 3. I mean, I like those guys, but not as starters. So, Ravens obviously has some work to do on that end. But this video is supposed to be about Tyler Linderbaum. So Tyler Linderbaum fills a big hole in the Ravens offensive line. So center. Lost Bradley Bozeman this offseason. I'm not even going to say lost, more like let go. I mean, he only signed a $2 million contract, and I think with the incentives, his contract goes up to about $8 million. So the Ravens wanted Bradley Bozeman. If the Ravens wanted Bradley Bozeman, they could have had Bradley Bozeman. They chose not to re-sign him. So that left with Patrick McCurry. Now, all we hear from Eric DeCosta is, McCurry's our guy. We have our guy center. What they do at the quote-unquote, as the Ravens reporters call it, the Liars Luncheon. Now, we get to the draft. They got 23. They trade back, got the more fourth-round picks. I think the Ravens now have 6 fourth-round picks. And at 25, so trade back 2 spots, getting a fourth-round pick, they get Tyler Linderbaum. So this is a win-now move for the Ravens because this guy's a day one starter. Plugs in right into the center of the line. Now Lamar Jackson has a fortress in front of him. We're talking about Ronnie Stanley, who reports that he's healthy. We got a competition between Ben Cleveland and Tyler Phillips at left guard. Phillips probably get the edge. Center Linderbaum. Now he picks up the system. Apparently he's a really smart kid, so I don't really have too many worries about that. Right guard Kevin Zeitler. Right tackle Morgan Moses signed in the offseason. So now a thing that was a big concern for the Ravens, I feel like the Ravens flipped it and made it a strength. So, and then McCurry, I know a lot of Ravens fans are saying, well, why would you pay McCurry just to have him now be a backup? Well, the 6th offensive lineman is very valuable, especially for a team that runs the ball as much as the Ravens do. So McCurry is probably one of the better 6 offensive linemen in the NFL. And he could play anywhere. Left tackle, right tackle, both guard spots center. We've seen it. McCurry can play there. So I'm good with the Linderbaum pick. I know a lot of people were hoping that the Ravens would replace Hollywood right away with a wide receiver talent, but it just wasn't there. I mean, George Pickens in the first round was probably a reach. We know he ends up going to the Steelers, but that's unfortunate. But still, George Pickens in the first round was probably a reach. Sky Moore, players like that were probably a reach at pick 25. But all in all, Ravens had a really, really good first round. You come away with two guys who were the best players at their position, two guys who were top 10 talents overall in the draft who fell for different reasons. So if I had to give Ravens a grade off the first round, it's an A. It's an A minus. It's an A minus. I'm still kind of on the fence about trading Hollywood. We'll see what happens with that. But it's your boy Gary, Just Another Fan TV, man. Like, comment, subscribe. More content coming at you, man. Thank you. Peace.